Okay, so let's just let people know that we're live and then we crack on. Da, 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 da. Okay, so what we're going to do today, guys, just let everybody know in Discord so we're all good. Come say hi in chat if you're about. Just check chat's working. If anyone's there, let me know what the sound's like in terms of like audio, microphone to audio. So what I'm going to do is today we're going to play. I want to play 5 games. Disable the bots. Using 3 different decks. Hey Zachelus, how's the sound, buddy? Is it okay in terms of the music to microphone? Or do we need the music up a bit more? So yeah, we're going to play three different decks. We've got a Gazgul deck, which is based around like a tank synergy, and using the new kind of Dead Choppy, Bloodthirst, and Crump Claws. Then we're going to play a Gordrang deck, and the Gordrang deck is very much like a tempo Gordrang deck. And then we're going to play Grut Control, which plays the new, also makes good use of the new 5-drop, the Boss Knob I think he's called. So yeah, we're just going to play out 5 games with each to start with and track the win rates and see how we get on. So we've already just played with Gazgul. Actually played a few with the Gazgul, but I did tweak the deck a little bit. So this last one here, we just played against Muddy, who was above me on ladder, and we had a great game there and won that game with a stupid finisher. I'll just wind on quickly to show you the finish. We'll just skip through and I'll just show you the finish on this one, and then we'll get into some games. So I'm just skipping on basically. So it's basically a deck that kind of Gazgul can kind of take the extra damage that you know, the sort of explosions from the tanks give it, put on us, whereas that can hurt the other warlords. So I feel like Gaz is not bad actually. Sometimes as well, like the removals, they just need 1 more damage, and that's where his hero power can come in. Plus you can like put a Grot out early game and kind of mess around a bit. So we kind of basically got a bit of discount here. Then we played Big Lad, as you can see. He comes down and stuns Big Lad. Then we go, watch this, this is a good play. We go double spanner, Orc Encampment. Oh boy. So now we just attack once. We get obviously the 2 buffs from the spanner. We've got 3 armor now. 1 from the encampment and 1 from the buff. He plays a pretty good play to be able to get rid of the 4 health, 1 armored spanners. But obviously, looking at our hand, you see what's coming, right? So he basically clears this off, attacks, and we just basically hit face with Gazgul and play the big choppy. I think we get up to like 15 or 16 or something here. Yeah, so 32 damage we could have had from this guy here. Yeah. So that's the first game that we just won with this particular build. So let's jump into the next game. Oh. Hey, Ratcat, how's it going, buddy? Good to have you back. Oh. Now I have disabled the bot, so it could mean that we are waiting an ungodly amount of time. I don't know. Well, we could have thrown away the biker if we wanted there, because we've got the extractor rig for a turn 3 snaz. The other thing you can do is like a turn 4 combo with the spanner and the war biker.
So much to punch, so little time. We've got lots of things to run. You can outrun me.
If we make that 6, Boom, Snazadaka. Boom, Snazadaka. I did wonder about whether to give him that, to be honest. Okay. You've played double Vanguard. Kaboom! Okay, so we're 2-0 there. Update the score. That was a fun game. Manius. So we'll take the discount again for the Snazwagon. The hero of our previous game, right? It was a pretty heroic turn, a pretty heroic game, I would say, for the old the old Snazwagon. Shot by shot, you shall do nothing. Now, I could have obviously just used the Snazwagon there, but because we had Makari, I've chose this instead. Just kind of helps us with value in terms of preserving resources and things. You make use of the hero power as well. You know, it drags this out. So now we can kind of do it. Daka daka daka. Guangazgal. Mag uruk thraka. Hey yo BJ, what's the most important legendaries for orcs? I've only got mech and big chopper knob. Mech and big chopper knob. How long have you been playing, Spell Eater? And welcome to the stream, by the way. And then I shall answer your question. The most important legendary is Makari. This card is absolutely insane. So yeah, I would say Makari, to be honest. And then probably Orc Knob is the second most important legendary. But it looks like you've got the big chopper knob, which is the literally new card. He only came out yesterday and is very good. It's a really good card, so that's a good draw. And the mech is also a really good card, but he's only right in the builds where you have enough vehicles and stuff. So, but he's very good in those decks. So, you know. Happy, happy days. Been playing since beta, I guess, but took a long break, focused on Necrons mostly. Yeah, and oh man, and I feel you because Necrons are struggling. They've been pretty gutted. That was actually my first faction too.
Knowledge is my blade, wisdom my bullet.
There's no hiding from Ultramar's wrath. You can outrun me.
I'm driving. Yeah, I'm driving.
Yeah, definitely Makari though. Definitely Makari. It's just it's maybe the best legend in the game. It's such a good card. Okay, so I actually think we're going to do this, and I think we're actually going to buff that.
The Emperor's work must be safeguarded.
Stuck inside this thing and that makes me mad.
Interesting in this game, we really gave up so much tempo on the turn that we played the armor. I think that's probably where I went wrong in this game, to be honest, and that forced me then to use hard removal to try and catch up, but it hasn't worked. And now we haven't got the hard removal for this, so I think we lost this game. Yeah, we lost this game. Not sure about that card in here still, to be honest, but okay, so we're 2-1 with gas tanks. That's 3. So we're going to do 2 more games. What should we do after? Should we do you guys want to see Gordrang after Gazgul or Gruk? New guy. Yeah, he does look cool. He's got a lot of problems though. He's got a lot of issues. People got very excited about him, and I think they're realising now that he's actually a lot harder to build an effective deck around. Grook is indeed my old reliable. Oh, Lionel Johnson playing a bit of chaos. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. I wonder if this is what he climbed to the top of ladder with then. Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Ready to fight it, boss?
So Lionel Johnson is top of ladder at the minute. He hasn't played for a few seasons, but he last played in the season when the Ultramarines were dominant. He played Calgar and he won the ladder that season, so he's clearly a really good player. And I've been curious as to what he was playing. I thought he was playing Uriel, but it looks like he might be actually playing Abaddon, which is very interesting. The fact that he's not attacking makes me think he's playing a very control-heavy build. So that's why I'm kind of playing as the beat down here.
I will see your blood flow.
Okay. It's cool. Take that out. And I'm going to play... I'm not going to play that Burner Boy naked because he tends to have melee attack for his flanking removals and they'll trade with that really nicely. So I think what I'm actually going to do here is just slow play a little bit. Build a steady board. And yeah. He's playing everything at the minute and dropping very hard. So he was playing Ultramarines Jigsaw. So he was playing Ultramarines. He was playing Uriel to get to top of ladder, and now he's just testing stuff and dropping down. Fair enough. I am Buggy. Oh, is that your in-game name, Buggy? Yeah. Oh, you're pretty high up, aren't you? I think. Yep. So that's interesting. Do we want to? Ah, it's a shame I can't. If I had one more energy here, I could have done the Dreadnought thing.
So much to punch, so little time.
You know what? Maybe I will just do this. I should have put that on the other side. I don't know why the hell I just did that. Why the hell did I do that? So I could actually play Mech Boy, and I could use the rig to get the war bike right here, which would help me clear this guy. Also trigger. Yeah, I quite like that.
Looks at the bastard, Scrappy. You can outrun me.
Got some pretty good value there out of old Mech Boy. Could even drop like... Obviously we could drop the Crunk Claw next turn now, but we could even drop Dreadnought and Orc Encampment here. Trying to catch him in ladder. Okay, right, yeah. So I thought you were near the top somewhere, yeah. So you're racing him. What are you running then, Buggy? Wait, what? What did he just do? Wait, what? Place chosen of the 4. Is that all he did? He just healed? That can't be right. He spent 2 energy. Man, I must be missing something.
So much to punch, so little time. I'm stuck inside this thing, and that makes me mad.
I'm not sure what happened there, but... Nice card back. Didn't he have to buy that one? Is he trying to set some sort of execution thing up? Is that it? Maybe he's trying to set execution up with this. So he's probably cursing the fact that we just played camouflage, if that's what his game was. I am playing Chaos only. Black Crusade with my own deck. I'm rank 3 at the minute, but aggro meta is pretty hard. Oh wow. Oh well, well played to you if you've managed to do a Black Crusade Chaos deck. I'd love to see that deck because it's one of my favourite ideas in Chaos, but I've never been able to make it work, so... You clearly have, buddy, which is awesome, so congratulations, yeah. What do you think are some of the keys with that deck then? Chosen of the 4, spawn. Oh, Dark Oratory, right, yeah.
So much to punch, so little time.
He's definitely got execute, right? Can this give me... I can't remember what custom job gives me. I can't remember what the options are with custom job. Okay, GG Lionel. I mean, clearly you're just testing stuff, so, you know. I won't get too excited about that win. But he's a very good player. Okay, so 3 and 1 with gas tanks. So where is he now then? You say he's tanking. Oh, he's still second. But yeah, oh, Buggy, you're third. Okay, so 2. Oh no, he's playing UM, wasn't he? Balduka's playing. He switched from Necrons to Uriel. Everyone's been like, "What's Balduka? Oh my god, how's he got Necron control to top a ladder?" It's like he hasn't. He's ditched the faction that he's built like platinum cards. He's like got the best card collection ever, Balduka. He's got all the best frames and everything. He's proper gone to town with Necrons, and then they gutted his faction. So. I feel kind of sorry for him, but they'll come back. They'll come back. Yeah, they'll definitely come back. So how many have we played? So we've played 4. Hellbrute is the most underrated card. It's very good against Eldar, for example. Hellbrute. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 armor, isn't it? Standard Hellbrute. Is that right? Yeah. I mean, 2 armor with health 7, armor 7. It is a really good card. It's just slow, isn't it? When a friendly gets stat packed, 1 to 2 damage, isn't it? So you're running Dark Brutes. So what do you play in the early game though? Because that's obviously the problem with the Black Crusade is what do you play in the early game? Do you play like the 3-drop? What they called? Do you play this guy so that if you draw him from the Black Crusade, you're at least getting some Vanguard? Because I think that feels like part of the key, doesn't it? Do you also play the really expensive legendary, the 9-drop? Hey, down bar, how you doing, buddy? No, you don't play the 3-drop. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this is why I've never made that deck work. I don't know what to do with that deck. I love the idea of it, but only Noise Marine for early. Okay. Ultramarine's viable. Yeah, Ultramarines are the best deck in the game. Uriel aggro is top of ladder right now. Uriel aggro is fantastic. Go and watch my masterclass on the YouTube. I'll drop you a link to it if you want. And then you can see Papa Beard, who also was like top ladder for a lot last season. Get shareable link. So this is Uriel. Go and play that deck. That deck is awesome. We don't want you. What are we playing against? We're not going first, though, are we? I think we'll keep the span actually.
Today we triumph over the Greenskins once more, brothers.
Yeah, Ultramarines are
Crushed heads.
very, very.
I'm still kicking.
Has that? I've just sent a link, and has that link just come up on chat, guys? Because I'm using Restream, which means I can basically stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. By the way, if you are on Twitch, you can get the Twitch drops. They're now live.
So much to punch, so little time.
I have no idea when Imperial Fists are getting released. No idea. We just don't really know how they're going to handle chapters.
While I'm driving. Yeah, while I'm driving.
They'll be dead before they see me coming.
Well, they have told us what they sort of have told us. They're going to do 3 new factions a year and 6 reinforcement drops. So we've already had 2 reinforcement drops. We had the Tyrannid one January, and then we've just had the Gordrang's Git Stompers for the Orcs. So we might get 1 more in March and then get the first new faction in April. I'm not sure. Okay, there's no mad rush to...
Punch, so little time.
Trying to think whether to use Orc Knob here and just clear.
Orcs is made for 2 things.
Actually quite tempted there to just play on curve and just... You hope it's Chaos this time. I hope it's Necrons. I think Necrons badly need some love at the minute.
Gonna rip the world in half.
Yeah, I'd love to see some good late game cards. The one from this expansion's good. Okay, so we're spending some burn. Yeah, and then he can just use point blank. Just an awkward one for him to deal with that, because he doesn't want to get concussed, so... So this should, if we do this should make the bike cheaper, and then the bike comes on and finishes that off.
You can't touch me.
Nice little turn, nice little interaction there. Yeah, Necrons with Trazian or Illuminator. So yeah, I think the Ecclesiarch said in one of our episodes of Forgecast. If you've not checked out the Waterforge podcast that I do yet with the Ecclesiarch, go and check that out on the YouTube channel. But in one of them, I think he said that he did a bit of data mining and he found some voice lines for one of the other Necron warlords. So it's definitely coming. It's just a matter of when.
Draw. It's time to scour this battlefield.
So we can do this here, right? Like we can do this thing here.
Still not working. Then it's in order.
This is going to seem a little bit weird. Ah! You should have put the thing on first, though. Oh no, you messed up. Messed up big time. So now I think I'm going to put this on because... basically, I could have done the Orc encampment, but I should have done that first, so that this guy would have been on 2 with a shield and couldn't die here. But in the end, we've gone with this. I mean, obviously, the problem here is that you can use his hard removal to just kill this.
Let the roar of our cannons herald their doom.
Okay, this turns out to actually be pretty good for us. Oh, give me health, man. Give me health. Yes! This guy just does this, right? Because he doesn't get the buff from melee, so... This deck's alright, you know. This deck is alright.
Positions. We strike soon.
That doesn't kill it, but the Lord does, right? I probably should have cleared that, to be honest. Probably should have just cleared that there. Hey Tim, thanks man. I'm really starting to refine it now as well. I'm playing 3 decks today that actually pretty good, I think. Ah! Do you know what I think I'm going to do here? I think I might bait him. Oh no! What is that hand? I think I'm going to actually bait him. I've got enough health to do this. This is like an old school player. I mean, if he... I had some good games with a few new cards in Gaz Aggro. Yeah. Yeah, Gaz Aggro does well. Yeah, he's played into it as well. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Because he's thinking like, if I had the Will of Gork, I would have played it that turn. But I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to take the... I'm going to take it. And I'm going to drop that. Look at this hand. Look at this goddamn hand, boys. Oh, if it was like almost any other 3 cards in the entire Orc collection. So I think what I'm looking for now is Squig Buggy. Squig Buggy would be great. Dead Choppy works quite nicely with it. Okay. Well, Dead Choppy, how's it been performing? Well, it's won me games, and right now it's losing me a game. I've got double Dead Choppy in a hand of 3. It's like, I think I could close my eyes and scroll through the entire Orc collection and pick any 2 other cards right now and I'd be happy. But I have to say, it's very good if you plan forward and don't draw like this. Yeah, it's good. It's really good with Squig Buggy. I had a game where I got 3 squigs out. But we just lost the whole game here where we got miles ahead. I mean, we just lost it all because we've just got no cards. So such a shame. Yeah, it's very good with Buggy. Okay. So there might be an opportunity here. Okay, so do we Dead Choppy or do we... I think we Dead Choppy, right? And probably leave the flyer up. Kill that one, because that will kill into me. And then this guy trades. Okay, we got bloody lucky there. Keep forgetting about this on the Snaz Wagon.
Knowledge is my blade. Wisdom my
He's got 3 cards left. Rock invasion for the win. Look at this hand, boys. Just look at this hand. Okay, that's nice. It's a good start. Oh boy. I've done that wrong as well, haven't I? I can't decide whether I'm supposed to do this first. I can't decide what works better. I think it's actually better to do this first. Oh god, why didn't I do that as well? This is how if Gazgul's going to die, this is how Gazgul should die. Armoured up to the teeth. Fighting to the last breath. He plays a Dreadnought and he's still got 8 energy left. Turn 15, baby. Let's go. He's got no cards left. Oh my gosh, I've just realised. He fatigues now. Can you imagine if we win on fatigue? This will be the most fun game of all time. It's not going to happen, right? Yeah, he got us. He got us. Only just, man. Look at that. What a game. I mean, we sat on this crap. I mean, come on. Okay. So, we've played the 5 games, right? So, we went 3 and 2. Went 3 and 2. We 100% should have won that game, but it's all good. So what would I do to change this deck? Let's have a quick look. I don't think we want 2 orc encampments. And I think we might only go... do we go 1? Do we go... What's the odds of getting 2 in Gazgul though when you're not even playing card draw? It does give you the consistency of having it. Probably something in the 4 drops, right? We're quite light on 4 drops, like proactive 4 drops. Couple of changes to come back to. Alright, let's change it up then. So we've played our 5 games with Gaz, so now we're going to go on to Gordrang. And we're going to play this one, Go Wide. So I had the most epic battle with this deck earlier against Alski. He was playing the deck we're going to play next, which is the Gruk control, and it was an amazing game. He did get me in the end, but it went really deep. And we had like no, both of us were down to sort of 6 health, and it was great. Okay.
Let's stop 'em, good lads.
Let's play some Synapse Orcs.
Daka is dead.
So right now, I'm starting to regret choosing this.
Into Helga.
Looter's very good in this deck. This is a really awkward turn. It's really awkward, so I think we're just gonna do this. Well, Synapse Orcs is sort of. I mean, this is not a good example of it because we're having to play very unorthodoxly this turn. So you're not going to see like this card's going to die because I chose this. I'm really regretting choosing this, by the way, because it's hurting me more than him at the minute. I mean, this is what I chose it for, right? But, I mean, we'd be so far ahead on board if I'd not done it. So I've really hurt myself in this game, to be honest. Okay, so the first thing we do is this. And then I'm actually going to do this. Just because I'd rather get the heal on these. Why did I choose this? The deck would be doing so well. so well. Yeah, I've really sabotaged myself, haven't I? Because obviously Neurothrope as well, with the ping getting double the damage, it was just been such a misplay. We'd have had this game won by now. Yeah, I have no idea what I was thinking Night of the Dead. I have no idea what I was thinking here. I'm playing a troop-based deck, and I he has ping. It's correct against Warlord, I think, but you know what? With this particular build, it might not even be correct against that, to be honest. Oh god, everything's hurting me here. You could hit back with range and kill that, so I've kind of got to do that and not develop the second one. I really wish to God I'd not done that. Oh, such an idiot. Such an idiot. Is the music volume okay, by the way? I did turn it up a little bit. Like, compared to Mike, let me know. Yeah, I mean, we've still got him, but I made that way harder than it should have been. Like, way harder. Awesome. Okay. So, lesson learned, boys. When we're playing against Neurothroat, so that's 1-0 for Godrang. When we're playing Neurothroat, let's not put Acid Rain on. Let's go again. I like this hand. It gives me good flexibility in both the 3 and 4 drops, to be honest. We want this, don't we, with this deck? Mortar, back on Uriel. Yeah, this deck is it's a little bit more refined than the ones yesterday for sure. Night of the Dead. It's felt a lot more competitive. I've had a better win rate, and the games that I've lost have been very close. I kind of realised something I was doing. I kind of realised something from a deck building point of view with this guy, which we might talk about when we look at the deck list. Or to be honest, if you've listened to the podcast when we reviewed it, I kind of was onto it. I didn't fully articulate, but I was kind of onto what everyone was excited about this guy. But I was kind of onto like one of the problems. There's something quite fundamental. I kind of need to do a full rant about it. Probably make a video on it or something. Right. So what are we doing? We are gonna use Chopper. If he does Stormraven this turn, then we can kind of do. We're kind of free to do this kind of like setup. No? Okay.
They'll be dead before they see me coming. Yeah.
Sure. Looter or double storm boy here?
We need to fight.
Oh no, what just happened? Game's crashed. Oh shit. Oh. I think the game's crashed, boys. Ah. Oh no, I was enjoying this game. Okay, it looks like the game's crashed and I'm gonna have to reboot the whole bloody thing. Am I still live on stream? Is the stream still working? So I just got to reboot the actual game. I'm still live, yeah. Oh wait, has the game come back? Yeah. Okay, we're back in business. Whew! I don't know what was going on there. The whole game just froze. Okay. See, this is like the argument for not going looter last turn, right? Although the looter did force him to be reactive. Sure. Yeah. So is this... Do we just storm... If we play this, we could clear it with this, but then we don't get the benefit of... A little bit of an awkward turn for us. Can't afford to leave that though. I think we have to do this. I probably shouldn't have traded there actually, to be honest. He's got a humanity shield, hasn't he? So I'm not sure it's a good idea to race in this scenario. think we lost this one. I definitely shouldn't have just attacked face without stun. In this matchup, that was silly. Ah, okay. There's the Raven. Yep, he's got us. I kind of wonder in this deck whether the new card that gives flank would be good, you know. But I'm not allowed to change it for 5 games. That's my rule here. Okay, so 1-on-1. One-on-one. Ooh, -12. Who did we just play? Oh, it's Marta, wasn't it? Okay, so he's pretty high up, isn't he? Yeah, he's like 8th. Okay. Okay, yeah, I kind of wonder whether it's like an alternative Green Horde, isn't it? It's just GG. GG at Marta. Underscore GW. Yeah, it might actually be a good tech card for this. So we got quite a lot of like low to the ground troops, and yeah, I really want to try that actually. But I've got to play 3 more games. We'll just play 5 games without changing it, and then we can come to some conclusions. Yeah, Night of the Dead. I think you're right. I think a lot of those kind of like the Storm Boys, Slugger Boys, the Ultramarines, they have some... Uriel specifically just has quite an easy time clearing, as does Galen. Oh, come on. Sorry about this, boys, but if we don't want to play bots, this is what we got to do. A game! We're playing a game! Oh, Yamatek. Okay.
Place of order and unity.
Place of order. No. I'm not going to attack with anything here. I want to make him use the ping on that and then clear one, and then we can kind of death looter next turn. Or boss knob. No, we can't boss knob next turn. What am I talking about? It's turn 4. Yeah, so he uses the ping. Clears one. Still got 2 left. Okay. The other option is that we could play the Alt Boy and make him concussed, which I think might actually be even better, with the exception the only problem is we lose heavily then to the AoE. But it's better against Lich Guard if we do that. So what do we want to play around? Do we want to play around the AoE or do we want to play around the Lich Guard? Alt Boy and Huge Chopper or Lich Guard or Death Gun Looter and trade everything in. I think I'm gonna try this.
To fight.
Ah, the positioning was crap again.
Ready for fighting, boss?
Should have put this over here. I don't know why I put it over here. For some strange reason, I keep putting things on the wrong side. He didn't want that growing anymore, did he? Okay. I'll just take the heal rather than the extra 1 damage. Really? Just so bad we're playing that crap now. I don't know. I was thinking about 1,000,001 things on that turn, but oh no. I don't know long term. I mean, I tried an all-out aggro with that type of play, but it didn't work for me.
Lots of kids to cry.
Am I still live from yesterday? Cube, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you, man. You gonna ping that as well? You gonna ping it for me? Have we got lethal here anyway? I think we got lethal, haven't we? If we killed that off, haven't we got lethal? So now we go that. Kaboom! Right, I'm just gonna go to the toilet, boys. I'll be right back. Just update the score before I forget. I'll put the deck list up as well. Dun, dun, dun. I still think one of the new flanking card could be pretty good in this deck. Right, 2 secs. Okay, where were we? So we're 3 games in with Gordrang, so 2 more with Gordrang. And then we'll try some Grook. So anyone who's just joined us, I have turned the bots off. We might have a wait on our hand. Quite a few players in the top 10 playing though at the minute. We beat Lionel Johnson, we played Mortar. There's a few guys up there playing. So we might get some good players. So I'm playing like, I've got 3 decks. So we've done the Gazgul tanks build. Now we're doing a Gordrang tempo build, and then we're going to do a Grook control build. We got a game! Let's go. Warlord. Don't want this guy against Warlord. I'm going to keep the Wallbiker because saying that, Grots are really good against.
Let's stop 'em, good lad.
Okay, we got to remember Dust Storm. I can never calculate the odds of Dust Storm because it says when a troop attacks, it has a 25% chance of attacking a random enemy. But it can be, that includes the enemy that you're trying to attack. So I'm always trying to work out, so what are the odds of me not hitting the thing I'm trying to hit? If that makes sense. Do we want to race him or not? Yeah, you can hit past Vanguard with Dust Storm. That is true. So when you're in when you do this, it's like it's better to use melee attack against Warlord if you're the beatdown, but it's better to use range attack if you're the control player. Are we the beatdown with this hand?
Ready to fight it, boss?
I do love doing this. I love bullying Swarmlord with Gretchen. It's kind of funny as well. It's like really, you can just imagine, can't you, like a load of little grots just sort of chipping away at the Swarmlord's feet with a sort of hammer and chisel, and the Swarmlord just wouldn't even, he'd barely even kind of like bother to notice them, would he?
Let's go have a stick.
What the hell happened? Oh, fuck no. Don't tell me I just attack with my range attack. Oh, we do love throwing games away, don't we? Well, that was annoying. Is this a new card game? Pemin, welcome aboard, my friend. Yeah, it is fairly new. We're in the, not beta. What are we in? Early access. We're in the early access. So if you like CCGs, yeah, as Tim said, it hit Steam in October. It's really good. If you played traditional Hearthstone, you like that kind of back and forth. It's not as complex as Legends of Runeterra, but similar idea. But it's very early on, so obviously mechanics and stuff are going to get deeper as we go. What I'll do is I'll drop you the Discord for the community in the game, so you can kind of like go and check that out maybe. And yeah, be great to check it out and have you aboard. There's the Discord, my friend. Enjoy. Okay, so I think this is going to be a develop turn.
Stop moving. I just want to hit your heads.
Have you played any other card games, Pemin? If so, which games have you come from? Man, how did he hit? How did the stun? How? Why? How? Why? I want to develop this guy, but I have a horrible feeling he's got lethal if we do. I think we have to clear the board. No! No! Goddamn dust storm! Oh no. Go on then, you're gonna do it again now, aren't you? Wrong side. Panicking because of time, we're panicking. Uviate, yeah. I tried Heresy 2. I mean, it's an old game now. It's good because it's got a lot of content and it's more refined gameplay and stuff. But it just feels quite dated to me compared to this. Oh God, is he going to play Hunger? Oh, it's going to be the big Hunger for him. This if he does. We might want to kill everything off next turn actually, just for that reason. Oh, okay, no Hunger. Phew. Should have gone over there as well. Best thing. Making a lot of misplays in this game. So we got 2, 4, 9, 10. Should have it right. Oh my god, he's won with Dust Storm. Oh, fuck me, this is unreal. Dust Storm saved him. We had lethal. Just needs an adrenal surge and he's won. He runs augmented as well, he could have another one of those. The Dust Storm triggered, but then hit the one he wanted. Oh boy. What is going on in this game, boys? What is going on? Okay. Just don't Dust Storm. That's all I want. Just don't Dust Storm. Ready? Yay! What a game. That Dust Storm, man. I mean, oh god, I hate the offense cards. Just pure random. It just becomes pure random, doesn't it? Right, so we're up to 3 and 1 now. We got Drang. Okay. Whew. What a game. I'm still a noob though. HHL is intimidating to me but looks awesome. I think the thing is, like, when you join a CCG, if you're new, it's always better getting in like at the start, like, you know, you're kind of at a more even playing field with everyone else. You're gonna grow with the game. The collections are gonna come out. You could say, well, there's more content to enjoy in an existing game. Yeah, sure, but unless you're gonna kind of sink, going very, very, very deep, I sometimes think it's like good to get in at the start of the life cycle. That's just me. You do you. All right, so we're 3 and 1, so if it's 4 games, so we got one more with Gordrank, and then we're gonna go into some our 5 Groot games. Can you guys actually see the score above my head on the screen? Oh, we got a mirror match. Okay. We got a mirror match. So here's a good thing. I mean, we don't have the choice, but even if we had the choice, even if we were going first, I wouldn't have used the hero power there. Some of you may have noticed like the Orc Boy in this deck, and that's kind of like a hint towards this. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this guy, and I'm going to play these. Yeah, you can see the matchup record we saw. Okay, cool. So this is what I mean about this guy. You can't just keep doing use chopper and going face, right? Okay. You do that then, and then we will do. Do we want to add his nails now to put the on, or do we want to just do that and cash that in? We'll cash this in. Wait, what's this? Oh, we got Dust Storm again. And now he's behind on health and on board. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Well, seeing as we're ahead, we'll just keep going. Iron Gob. Okay. Okay, that's fine by me, buddy. I didn't want to do that anyway. Check out the heal, baby. Boss Knob is awesome. This is my superstar of the expansion. I'm telling you now, hands down. In all the decks I've tried, this guy has surprised the hell out of me. He is absolutely brilliant, and he's definitely been my favourite and the most effective card out of the expansion, without a doubt. It's actually really easy. We just triggered it 3 times there. Just work out the value of that. It's crazy. Oh, the Dust Storm! He's done it again! Oh, has he not? What was he going for? Yeah, gotta run him then. Even in control he seems strong. The armor card is wild as well, doing so good in high ranked. Cube, are you running the armor card? Or is it you've seen someone else running him? I've had mixed success with that. But if you yeah, drop me your list in Discord, Cube. I'd love to see what you are building. Wait, what the hell just happened then? What the hell just happened then? Oh, Will of Gork. Okay. So I don't really want to drop this guy now because he's just gonna get he's gonna get mucking it about, isn't he? The alternative is we drop a snaz wagon. We could do 4, 8, and drop that. Okay, we'll drop it. We'll drop it. I mean, I'm not sure there. I don't want to. I didn't want to drop the snaz wagon, but only having the orc boy on board might not have been enough, really. Yeah, there we go. Fucking knew that was coming. Does mean he only has 4 left though. But now we can do this. Ah, maybe that was wrong. Maybe we should have taken the initiative there. Is that with Grook Cube, or Galskul, or Gordrang? I'm guessing Grook, right, if you're playing control. This card is pretty much going in almost every orc deck I play now, it's just so good. You've got to clear. You can't just go face. Okay. So what's that all about then? Oh, he's hoping I miss, is he? Ah, he's hoping I miss. He's hoping that the dust storm saves him, so what we got to do is we've got to do this first. Yeah, we got to do this first. That's very clever. It's a very clever play. You could almost have just like got a bit greedy there and just attacked, and you would have lost the dust storm. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Gazgul so far, yeah. Haven't tried Gul. Yeah, I think Gazgul is the one for the 5 armor for sure. I think the deck that we just ran earlier, which was more of a vehicle-based deck, I think I run... did we play this one? Yeah, I do run 1 copy of it in there. Actually, we played... Did we play tanks earlier? I can't remember which one we played. I think we played Gas Grind. Okay, so let's just update the scores. So Gordrang went 4-1, which is pretty good. Definitely, that's definitely the most successful Gordrang deck I've built so far. For those who watched yesterday's stream, I built about 20 different decks. Still got the pincer maneuver one. I still think this is okay, but I think that this is definitely the better. So here's like I'll do a little bit like what I think about Gordrang. So obviously he comes out and everybody's getting excited and saying, oh, it's broken and it's going to be like aggro city and all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, how? Because the way that aggro generally works it's not just in Warforged but in most card games is they play loads and loads of cheap minions, so you take over the board very early on, and you're able to sort of chip away at your opponent, and then obviously your opponent takes over because they've got more expensive, better minions, so they control the board, take over, and then but you've done enough damage that then you use your reach, that's usually from hand. Then so that would be things like spells, and it would also be things like Gordrang, right? Because Gordrang can get the buff and the stun from hand. So what that means is that actually playing him out, if you're playing his warlord trait, this is just my thinking, I could be wrong on this, but this is how I'm understanding it. If you're playing Gordrang's ability in the early turns, you're actually not getting ahead on tempo. So as we just proved there, he just did that to me, right? He did that to me, and what did we do? We played a board, we built a board early, and we're able to essentially beat the beat down. We essentially had more tempo than he did. So I think that's where people are going wrong with this. And so then you look at most of the Orc decks. If you look at the curve on most of the Orc decks, they don't tend to play particularly. The minions that we tend to play in the early curve are things like, you know, Gretchen Mob, and they're things that are like survival units, or they're like buff units. So things like Banner Knob, for example. But they're not really like solid tempo. Not tempo. They're not really solid units that can help you build a board in the early game, if you like. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with this, and that's why I've gone with the Grots, and why I've even got an Orc Boy. I would like to phase the Orc Boy out of this list, to be honest. But for now, I'm doing it because I want to have something on that first turn. I absolutely want to have something. I'll play double Grot. It's also why I'd run the Gretchen Tower as the stratagem when I'm going second, not the vehicle guy. And I just found that that's made this deck so much better. Gordrang, every time he attacks, remember, with his ability, he's taking damage, and he's only a 35 health boss, and he doesn't have any heal in here. Well, he does. He has this guy. It's the only heal we have in the thing. But what I'm saying is he's actually quite fragile himself. So this idea has kind of worked better for me. You could definitely switch out the Orc Boy for like a second Grot tank, for example. But again, I'm trying to minimise unstable damage, which not only can chip away at my war boss's health, but can also chip away at all these small units that we might be playing and destroy them as well. So kind of trying to be a little bit careful early with the explosive stuff. So this is kind of like been my overnight thinking, having played him yesterday not that successfully, and this seems to be working better. It's definitely, I definitely don't think it's like S tier. I think anyone who's complaining that this guy's completely broken and he's not. He's nowhere near what Ghazghkull was in December. Nowhere near Ghazghkull's power level. I can promise you that much. So yeah, but this is like, you know, it's quite a fun deck, and a lot of the games I've played have been pretty close. Lots and lots of back and forth. So it's actually quite an interesting. It's actually quite an interesting deck. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next deck. We're going to play this. It's a version of what me and Alski played last season. So I'll just show you guys. So if you look at last season, basically Alski finished second and I finished 10th, and we basically played the exact same deck card for card. Now I kind of make the case that Alski kind of won the season, because Baka, who actually came first, he played the hell out of Ghazghkull in the first 8 days of the season, which was before the patch hit. So he got way ahead using kind of the broken old deck. But if you looked at the point MMR post-patch, Alski definitely won the season. So, and then we had all the kind of like, you know, the Ultramarine, like Papa Beard, Snowfire. They were playing the Uriel aggro, which is still really, really good. So when we look at this season, Balduco's playing Papa Beard's deck, right? So he's top of the ladder. That deck hasn't got any worse. Lionel Johnson climbed to the top with that as well. So the Ultramarine, you know, if you want the S tier deck, it's the Uriel aggro, I think, this season. But you can see Alski, even despite the nerfs and everything, he's still up here in 10th. So that's the background to this deck. So now let me show you the deck itself. So what we've done is we've taken that deck from last season, and because of the nerfs that, I mean, the deck got heavily nerfed, right? Proper Killy took a battering. We've dropped one Proper Killy. We had 2 Proper Killies. We're now only playing 1. Now Alski's still running profit of the but he's dropped the Ada's Nails. I don't want to drop Ada's Nails in this deck. Potentially we could drop 1 actually, but I really don't want to drop Ada's Nails still. So he is running profit still. I dropped the profit because what we've tried to squeeze in from the new cards is obviously Big Chopper Knob and the double boss knobs. So that's kind of and we've dropped the Rock Invasion. Now actually Rock Invasion is it's so weird because it got nerfed, but it might be better than it used to be. So it got nerfed, and then the Ecclesiarch spoke to Everguild about the Orc Nob to say, how come no one's ever seen Orc Nob in Rock Invasion? Think about it, right? Before the nerf, you've never seen this card come out in Rock Invasion, according to the wording of the card in the pool. I think it was a coding error. They never admitted it, but it wasn't in there. They obviously made the nerf that said that Rock Invasion now only brings out troops that are up to 4 energy. Well, Orc Nob's 4 energy, right? So Ecclesiarch's gone to them and said, is he meant to be in there? All of a sudden, he's now appeared. There's been loads of people putting photos. I had it earlier as well. So the Orc Nob does come out in Rock Invasion, which means that Rock Invasion is essentially potentially a full board of flankers, which in my mind is better than the old Rock Invasion. So Rock Invasion is good. However, I'm not sure Rock Invasion is necessarily the best in this deck anymore. It might be, it might not. Right now, me and Alskid, we had a chat about it this morning, and we're not convinced, because to our mind it would be about dropping proper Killy and putting in Rock Invasion. But actually, we don't think that's quite the right trade-off. We think that we've got enough. And saying that, he's running Prophet of the War, so he's got another way of dropping proper Killy. So it's really interesting whether it belongs in this deck. I actually think it's really good in Ghazghkull. Ghazghkull struggles to get the Green Horde off, which Gruk doesn't. But Ghazghkull's very good. Works very well with like Grots, for example, so you can go slightly wider with Grots. Obviously, his hero power helps either to create a Grot or to buff Grots. And then having Rock Invasion could actually suit him quite well. He's also a bigger body, so getting to rank, to turn 10 could be easier. So that's to say that this is kind of like post nerf in still testing, but it's still a pretty refined list. It's things like, do we drop Pyromaniacs? Do we drop One-Armed Nails and put the Prophet back in? There's definitely some sort of flex spots in here, but the kind of core of it is very, very refined. So sorry for that short history lesson. Let's actually jump in and play some games with it.
Let's get some action, boys!
So we draw, we don't attack. Okay, I have never seen that before. Wow. Okay. I mean, that was a very terrifying opening. I'm not gonna lie. I had 1 in 6 invasions. Are you talking about the Orc Nob, Grimch? I mean, it's still just like it used to be, right? It always was like a risk, and you had to calculate when was the right time to play it. What? I have no idea what this deck is that we're playing here, but it's scaring the hell out of me. What did he just play? I need to concentrate. Play Hive Commander on the Neuraloid.
You can outrun me!
Wait, do we just hit that? Oh no, it doesn't work, does it? Because we're both vulnerable, aren't we? Yeah. Nice idea.
Ready for fighting, boss?
Yeah, Grimps, sorry, I'm just saying it's always been a risky card. Before you were trading off trying to get Ardshall, and now you're trading off trying to get Nob. But I would kind of argue that getting Nob with a board of Orcs is better than getting Ardshall. Well, we really need to start drawing bloody cards. Look at his hand. Okay, Oscar, you were right. Drop hard as nails. Play profit. It's going to happen, won't it? I built it up so much in there. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
You can outtouch me.
Yeah, really interested to see your Gazgul deck cube.
Orcs is made for two things: fighting and winning.
So that is that stealthed? Yeah. This is going to get ravenous hungered. Clears the board. So. Rapacious hunger even.
Gonna rid the world here.
I've got to do this. So annoying. I think we lost this one. This has been a So he's doing some heavy thinking here. Okay, Gretchen mob, where are you? I mean, I definitely need profit in. I might have to put profit in, guys, because... Maybe we should we have pinged there? With him being stunned.
Lots of kids to learn.
Is it just me, or are these games going deep today? Ooh, a lot of nice options here. Quite a lot of nice options here. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this. I think I've got to attack with melee to do that though. Oh, do we even bother, man? Do we even bother doing that? Do we even bother with a heal here? Maybe we don't. Two, 4, 5. Oh no. Has he got the second rapacious hunger? Where is the best place to find your new patch decks? Oh. Well, I have on my YouTube channel, I have posted a video of some day 1 decks, but they're not really my latest decks. So this stream is probably being the best, to be honest with you. I will which warlord are you looking to play? I mean, this deck that I'm playing right now, in my opinion, is the best of the decks, but there's still a couple of cards that might be not quite right. We went 4-on-1 with Gordrang today, which is pretty cool. Okay, how do we want to do this? So, he wants to take the least damage possible, right? But that's stealth, isn't it? So it's just that's stealth, is that right? Okay. I don't think I've done this right. Probably could have got more heals off with this guy. If you're looking to get cards if you're looking to use wild cards for the new expansion, I think this is a really good one to definitely get, because for me this has been my favourite card in the new patch, and it's only a rare. I think that's really, really good. In terms of the legendary, I probably would hold off on Gordrang, if I'm honest. I think most people are finding him underwhelming. I think I found a decent deck with him, but I think the other legendary is better, the 6-drop. Oh no. Has he lethal me here? No. Yeah, that was a really good game. Oh my lord. The explosion. Wait. Has that got Vanguard? Oh my god. What's going on here? I'm so confused because these things have got Vanguard and Stealth and all that. What is all this? What is all this? This guy's got more ability. Look at this. This guy's got like a laundry list of abilities. Vanguard, vulnerable, +3 melee attack, +3 health, +1 melee attack, +1 range attack, +1 health, +1 melee attack, +1 range attack, +1 health. Holy shit. Oh, nice. Goes for the explosion. Although, well placed. This guy was pretty well placed, right? Oh boy. Right, is that guy stealthed? Like, yeah, he's stealthed, isn't he? Awesome. Good game. Oh, God, we had to work for that one, boys. We really had to work for that one. After that start, remember that turn 1 start that he had, where he overwhelming swarmed? He had like a 4/4 and a stealth gene stealer on the first turn. I'm just like, what the hell? That was crazy, man. That was a crazy, crazy game. New game update released. Okay. What's the new game update? Has there been another patch? Ah. Twitch drops. Okay, so Twitch drops are now live. So there's been a new web post. Get stompy. So there's been a new web post. I've just posted it in the chat. Basically, how to access your Twitch drops. So definitely go and activate those now, because just from watching me, you can basically win a new title, new avatar, and up to 4 Goth Orc booster packs, which have the new cards in them. So if you're watching me now on Twitch, read that link and definitely get your Twitch Twitch drops enabled so you can get some free packs. Also, especially if you're new, don't forget that if you put Gordrang, all capital letters, into your redeem codes, you will actually get 2 additional booster packs as well. So go ahead and do that now, just to show you, because some people don't know. Actually click on the little wheel up here in the top right, you click on that and it says redeem code, and then you just put Gordrang into there. I've already done it obviously, and you will actually get 2 free packs. So go ahead and do that. Yeah, new Twitch drops is what we just read about, and we also needed to update the score, didn't we? Okay, so we just gone. Ooh, what time is it? Let's hope that we get to do all 5 games. So I feel like I'm cheating if I change it at this point, but I feel like I need to swap 1 Ada's nails. What do you think, boys? Can I make that change? Does that feel like we're cheating on the 5 game rule if we put the profit back in? I was saying that Alski runs the profit, and I kind of wasn't sure about it, but that game where we were just stuck with double Ada's nails kind of made me think, it's not a bad idea. Or should we just play the 5? I don't think it's too fundamental. I don't know. It's not cheating. I mean, sometimes like people will say, "Oh, but then you're showing like results, but it's not accurate because for one of the games you didn't have the same deck." But I feel like it's a. We've talked about it at length, right? These are minor tweaks, by the way, boys. Like, it might be correct to run 2 hard as nails, but in that game, obviously, we saw a problem with it. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. Got a game, and it is against Manius. Manius of the Calgar variety. Now that is a pretty good hand. That is a pretty good hand. Do I want to throw back the Snazwagon though? I think I throw back the Snazwagon as we're not going second. If we're going second, we always take the discount a vehicle by 2 with this deck, and so it would be really good, but because we're going first and we've already got a flank, I think it's correct to dig for the Dagreen Horde.
Warriors of Ultramar, courage and honor.
Courage and honor. Guys, speaking of comebacks, I have a game pinned. I'm tempted to show it you after this. I had the best comeback I've ever had in a game of Warforged yesterday. It was insane. It was so good. I really want to show it. I've pinned it. I really want to show you because I've never had a game where I've been able to come back from a deficit that bad before. We do this. And we do this.
Ready for fighting, boss?
Ready for fighting, boss. How good are you Ultramarines in the current meta? They are the current meta, but not this guy. The current meta is Uriel. Uriel of the Ultramarines is the best deck in the game at the minute. Well, it's between that and this, in my opinion. But when I say this, bearing in mind that I'm saying that this was, like, in my opinion, the best deck last season. For those who have just jumped in, I've kind of explained all this, but we had a version of this last season. It was the best deck. I made a video about it. Then the Orcs got nerfed, which did impact this deck, but it's still very strong. Now, I'd probably say Uriel might be slightly have the edge, but Daka Daka Daka. No, he does not. No, Calgar has a fantastic ability. He has a fantastic ability. It's just that it's tempered more to mid-rangey control, and Ultramarines are a little bit lacking in the card pool for mid-range and control decks, whereas Uriel can build and he's suited towards more aggro version, and that's why he's slightly better.
What's all this going? There ain't no stop moving. I just want to hit your heads.
See, even like this, right? Uriel can do Storm Raven and then use his power to do 1 damage to 3 of the units. So he could pretty much clear that board essentially. Certainly the dangerous part of it. Manius can't.
It's gonna rip the world in half.
Okay, so Storm Raven's online now, but then he's got this huge guy just staring him in the face. So he can use Inspired Retribution to kill the huge guy and kill probably the 4-1 trade range. That's not too bad for him. But again, he's still behind on board. Bear in mind, we don't care that much. This is all fodder anyway. Guys, if you've not checked out my YouTube channel, I know a lot of you have, and I really appreciate all the support you give me on there. I do get a lot of like positive feedback and stuff on there, so it's great to see. But if you've not subscribed to the channel, go and check it out. If you're new, I did a fundamentals series, really worth going and sort of checking those out. So he just Storm Ravened, right?
Where's the fight?
Draw door. I've just realised I've still got a Tyranid avatar. Oh, he had the second Storm Raven! Oh my lord! Oh lord! You've got to be kidding. Well, we did not put him on that, that's for sure. We did not put him on that. Now, do I want to try and save this? I could look for hard as nails from the Prophet.
Stop moving. I just want to hit your head.
Wait, we got lethal. I kind of only just realised. I had a proper killie sitting in my hand, yeah. Mad's right, I was like, I was overthinking that to high heaven. I just wasn't looking at the proper killie at all. I was like, oh, how do we save this big guy? I'm like, don't need to save the big guy. Alright, so let's update the score. So we're 2-0 there with group control. Interestingly, in that situation, the hard as nails, the second hard as nails would have been better for us than the Prophet. But then you can always sort of say that, well, no, you can't. No, so I don't know. It's do what you want with that. Do you want me to show you that comeback game? Let me show you that really good comeback game. I've still got it. Maybe I've played too many now. Ah, here it was. Okay, okay. I'll show you this game. This was the comeback game. This was my best comeback in a game of Warforged that I've ever had. What I'll do is I'll speed it up and we'll just kind of like We won't watch the whole game. We'll kind of fast forward through it. So I was playing Gordrang, and as you can see, I was playing against Aldar. And look what he did here. He actually played the White Wind Rider on turn 2 as tempo. Now, if you pay attention to his turns, he's like absolutely plays this as a tempo deck. Like, look, it's his turn 3, and he drops Banshee Mass straight away. Stops me from stunning him. Right, so I'm like trying to catch up and blah blah blah. I can't really do a lot. Then it's his turn 4, and I think he plays a Banshee. So far he's just playing on curve, like proper tempoing out, just beating me down, controlling the board, and I'm just falling behind horribly. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I'm like getting desperate. This looks like it might trade reasonably here. So we drop that. He just trades. Still got 6 energy. So he drops this on tempo. 3 damage to face. What are you going to do against the flyer? Your warlord ability does nothing. Obviously we did have the no mucking about, but we can't develop the board again. Hey Artorias, yeah, I have been this week, yeah. I've actually finished a fixed term contract, so I've got a little bit more time of the day, and I've been able to get on, and I thought it'd be a good time to do some streaming, just like as we're testing stuff and do some new stuff. So we play Pyro into these guys to try and come back. We're down to 9 health, guys. Like, we're getting battered in this game. We've got 3 cards, 9 health, and he even drops a stealth finisher. And at this point I'm thinking, how on earth do I win this game? Yeah? Are we all agreeing at this point, if you were going to put money on this game, that we've lost the game? Are we all confident that there's no way we win, right? Bearing in mind it's like turn 8, he's probably got Hemlock, he's probably got you know, he's probably got Wailing Doom, right? This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm so screwed here. Even if I block, I'm like, I'm so screwed here. So anyway, we sort of do what we can. We sort of play the blockers out because we sort of think, well, at least we can sort of stop this guy, right? And then we might as well drop the Death Looter, because if these are all going to die, then at least this guy gets bigger. And we'll think for some crazy reason, if he chooses to go melee, which he never would, but if he does, we make the blockers a bit better. So we do this, and then obviously he doesn't have the instant kill. So we're like, okay, still surviving. He's still got 2 stones. Even an Eldritch Storm would probably win the game. And then he even stuns the guy who just got big. So now we're like, right, now here we go. Look, oh, this guy, I told you how this guy's my favourite of the new card, right? So he comes in and we go, right, let's use him to heal. Let's get some mob going. Right? So we do that again. Let's get some mob going. Got a little bit lucky there on the 50-50 with the ping. Although I think the last one he hit there. Okay, so now we've cleared it and we're like, oh. Use that to kill the stone. That triggers mob again, so we get another heal. So we're like, okay, we're back up to 7. What did we go down to, 4? Yeah, he had the 3 in hand. It would have been GG. So now he's controlling the board. Now he's controlling the board because he hasn't got the reach. But we're back down to 4 again. This game was crazy. We're like, oh, we got a great answer to this guy though. This is what happens when you tempo this guy out instead of waiting for the veteran Storm Boy. And then we're gonna go in, and we get the heal back from that, even though we've gone face, and we go, all right, you've either got me or we've set up lethal for next turn. That game, boys, that is just, oh, that is such a good game, man. You can't lose pinned games, can you? That's the whole idea of the pin. Is that right? Am I right in that? I think you can't lose pinned games. I think that's correct. I'm going to unpin these ones now because I've used these. Yeah, that is such a good guy. I absolutely love that. I'm going to... Yeah, exactly. What a turnaround. Like, I could not believe... I was going mental when that game went. I've never had a... We've had a few good comebacks on this stream, but I've never had a comeback like that. That was an insane game. And obviously I had a couple of turns in there where I was lucky that he didn't draw, you know, like a Wailing Doom, for example. Okay, so this is a tough one, right? Because we got Uriel aggro now.
Take them blue helmets, boys. They bring good orky luck.
Good orky luck.
Destroy you in his name. We are sons of
Okay, this is perfect because we want to drop Makari and draw again.
Ready for fighting, boss?
Oh, this is a tough one, this one.
Taking cover. Enemies in range.
That doesn't feel right.
Stop moving. I just want to hit your head.
So yeah, guys, anyone who's just joined, Twitch drops are now activated. With Everguild have just dropped a message about it, so make sure your Twitch drops are on. Get yourself 4 free packs, new avatar, new title, I believe. I forgot to update my avatar again, didn't I? There's an argument to say we could have, like, Gretchen mob there, but I want to put this down because if he's thinking about developing, like, the Impulsor, he can't do it now. He can't develop the Impulsor. Well, he can, but it wouldn't be a very good turn for him. Okay. I don't mind that. We did a good job drawing early game, so our hand's pretty full anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. It's really important with Uriel that we try to keep up on tempo. Again, if he uses hard removal now, he can't even use his hero power, so... Oh, wait, what? Okay. We've got double, haven't we? Wait, let me just think a second. Just think.
Where's the fighting?
Garyon, yo! Mr. Hell of a stream, buddy. Mr. Hell of a stream.
Shot by shot, we will purge the galaxy.
This might be my favourite live stream yet, actually. I'm just having that thought. okay. It's pretty nice. There's so many ways we can play this, right? Pyromaniacs and going face gets rid of that. And what would we play with that? Oh, doesn't play well with the rest of the turn. We could drop 2 Slugger Boys, I guess.
I'm bored. Where's the fighting?
Yeah, go on then.
Stop moving. I just want to hit your head.
There's quite a few ways we could have played that. Just thinking about the Orc Knob, but we couldn't have played Makari with the knob.
You can't beat me, git.
Ah, actually regret that immediately. I don't know why I attacked face there against Uriel, that's silly. We haven't got proper Killian hand, there was no need to do that. We have got Makari, but no war bikers. Yeah, that was a misplay. That was a misplay, and you didn't think about this either. But if he hasn't got the hard removal, which he doesn't look like he has, we should be in good. We should be in a good place, right?
Taking cover. Enemies in range.
Okay. So we got to chill for a turn. We've got to chill for a turn. Kind of want to make use of the follow of Gork, but 2, 4, 5.
Where's the fighting?
I need something to build up pressure, because if this dies to either the Land Raider or just a inspired thingy-majiggy. I mean, 6 energy. On that? Why on that? Okay. It's not lethal. Shit. Oh yeah, we're doing boss knob for sure. We are for sure doing boss knob. I'm actually just thinking where to put him though. I'm thinking we put him... Well, if we haven't got lethal, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Might just put him here. I think I'm just putting him here. I don't know. I should have done that first, shouldn't I, and boasted that up. We might have lost there, boys. Well, obviously we could have put this over here, but yeah, he's already used one. Oh my god, he's got the point blank. Looking like the draw. Wow. What a game that was. What a game that was. So we're going to have to do an extra slash here and put 201. Win, loss, draw. Hold up, what's going on here? Something like that. Okay, so did we fuck that up? I feel like I must have messed that game up, but I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I know I made several mistakes, but I'm not sure which one was the... Can we watch that back briefly? Let's just go to the end game, for example. Let's just work. We could do with better controls, couldn't we? So I think the early game, a lot was good. We did a lot right in the early game. This guy's got a very heavy aggro deck too, right? The scouts. Yeah, up to now was really good. We were like very ahead on board. The last face bash, you think, was wrong? Well, the last face bash, the question is, did that give us the draw, not the loss though, right? Because we put him in lethal range. But I guess if you're just playing to win, maybe you don't think like that. I think this was okay. I mean, this one, is this the one where... No, it's not. Yeah, he did pretty well with the mopping up there. This was all fine, I think. Oh, we had that turn. Oh, you know what it was? Do you remember when I hit face and said, I don't know why I just did that? I just basically said, I just attacked face. And I said, given the hand that I've got, I don't know why I did it. That was the 2 damage. That was literally the 2 damage. And that's... It doesn't look like it in the middle of the game. Was it here where we do it? Yeah. Okay, what was that about? Right there. Why? Right, look, let's pause that. So why on God's earth did I just attack when we played the whole game as the control player? Why did I just attack? I've got Makari in hand, great. I don't have Warbiker or any way of actually going first. I don't have proper killie. And what I've basically just... And also, knowing that he's got Humanity Shield, we can't just race. Like, we've got to think that If we have a race down and he's got Humanity Shield, he wins. So, okay, so there we go. So that alone, if we'd done everything but that, we would have won. Because he wouldn't have had the... He literally hit the thing perfectly. Yeah, and then this was the punish afterwards. So that's the first major mistake that we made. And I said it immediately afterwards. I have no idea why I did that. Sort of went into like a lazy sort of autopilot mode. So he popped the shield here, didn't he? Yes, it was a good Humanity Shield from him, for sure. Oh, couldn't believe how he did this trade. Now, we did this, didn't we? Now, we could have done that turn a little bit differently, I guess. Guess we could have done that turn differently. Okay, so this is where we then put him onto one, is it? Right. So I'm just going to pause it. So we decided to put this guy here. So in terms of face heal, it wouldn't have mattered. We could have put Makari on the left of this guy if we weren't playing for lethal and we weren't going to hit face with this guy. But that's only saves us 1 health because this guy healed for 1. And we may well have just... we could have just lost. The big thing for me was the needless attacking face. I don't know why I did it. I played this match enough to know that. Yeah, watch. It's literally... there was nothing else he could do. He's got 2 energy left. So if we were on 4 right now, there's nothing he could have done. Really interesting game, though. Oh my god, have I got Alski? Have we got a mirror match here? Oh god, anyone. I think Pyromaniacs is good in the mirror.
Let's get some action, boys.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
For a scrap.
Let's assume it's aggro group. Okay, probably in that case I should have bashed him and then done it. That was... yeah. Boy.
Once all gets going, there ain't no stopping. Stop moving. I just want to hit your head.
Oh god. It's a really weak matchup. If it is aggro group, it's a really weak matchup for us as well.
Box is made for 2 things only. Fighting and winning.
Chuck a glass bottle at him, dude. Okay, my friend, what are you developing?
Here comes the showstopper.
Here comes the showstopper. Here comes take that with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here comes a showstopper.
Your face is calling for good Floyd.
I'm actually tempted to not put much more down because of Will of Gork. I think that's enough.
Orcs is made for two things. Fighting and winning.
Such a tough one, this mirror, because you just obviously if this was what we thought we were playing around, then it was better to. Okay, but he's used 2 green hordes now. To look at card parity as well. Okay.
You can outmatch me. Once all gets going, there ain't no stopping.
Do I heal or do I develop more? If I develop more, we're playing to Will of Gork again. Can't green hoarders, but he can Will of Gorkers.
Are you ready? I go boom. Once all gets going, there ain't no.
Got it wrong both times. I want to wait for this. I want to wait for turn 10 now for the Snazwagon. Might as well get value out of it. Is the mirror the hardest matchup for this deck? It is for figuring out so many lines of play. But I wouldn't say it's the hardest match, right? Because it's a mirror, so it's always in a sense a kind of like 50-50. Oh no, we've lost connection. We're back. I think it's 50-50 the matchup, in honesty. I think we've got to double snaz, but we're gonna separate them because of the new unstable. Tyler, Boss Knob is low-key insane. Boss Knob is, I think, the best card in the expansion. I want to be careful about the words I use, because it's not a card that I want to see getting nerfed. It's not like OP, but it's a very good card. It's exactly what I want from a new card, actually. Oh no. Was that Pyro? Did he just Pyro me, yeah? Yeah. So we'll go over here now to avoid this damage. I think we're just gonna go. I think now we become the beatdown, right? Because we've got the board, we've got proper killie in hand now. We only run one proper killie, but this is why. Oh, congratulations! I've received 100 messages today with restream chat. Nice. Oh, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a like while you're on the stream. I never realised you could do that, but... Oh, boys, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Pyromaniac's looking good, huh? Pyromaniac's looking good here. Oh boy. God. So it's got to be this, hasn't it? It's got to be that. Probably didn't need to pyro actually there, but I think we might have lethal with this now.
You got a lot of orky no-whats.
That's the mirror, boys. I mean, it wasn't an exact mirror. For some reason, he ran squig. He ran the stun thing. I was very glad about picking knight. That's why you pick knight fighting, by the way. Notice I picked knight fighting in there because our deck has nothing that singularly targets something, whereas orcs do have a few spells, and he actually ran one. He ran the stun one. Anyway, let's update the score. So we're up to. So we still haven't lost. We had that incredible game with Uriel Aggro, which is the best deck in the game, which ended in a draw, which we should have won, actually. We've figured out on the... For anyone who's just joined, we figured out how we could have won that game. Hey BJ, happy to see the Twitch drops. I switched from YouTube to here. Yes, by all means, guys. I mean, it's weird. I don't get the views. I'm trying to use Restream because I want to I want people to basically be able to watch like however they want to watch. Now, you could be like, oh, well, if I just do it on YouTube, then I get more views on my channel and blah, blah, blah. But I honestly don't give a shit. So, yeah, absolutely. If you're watching me on YouTube right now live, go over to Twitch, activate your activate Twitch drops. Basically, you get 4. There's up to 4 free packs that you can get. You can get an avatar. Oh, the avatar. Let's change our avatar. So, what was the new one we just got? Was it this one? Is that the new one? I think it was, right? And since we're playing orcs, we probably should have had this on. Alright, into the shop for the boosters. What do we got? What do we got? We've had some pretty epic games today, guys. I think this might be my favourite live stream that I've done in a while. It's probably because I'm in the house on my own. I'm always like a bit... I don't have... I've actually got kids and they're not in today, so I can kind of like just relax and enjoy it. It's really nice. I always feel I'll play a lot worse on stream as well, because I'm always thinking about everything, so maybe I've been able to focus a bit more, I don't know. I definitely play better off stream. I think everybody does though, to be honest. Right, okay, so where are we? We you know, since we made that minor change to Prophet of the War, we haven't actually, I don't think of one time where we've used it. Just there as a Swiss Army knife, but I don't think we've used it in a way that's been kind of like essential. I'm not even sure we've used it at all. But there's one game where it would have been better to be Prophet, and there's been one game where it would have been better to be the second hard as nail. So honestly, if you don't have Prophet of the War and you want to do something like this deck, don't worry, stick a second hard as nail in. You'll be absolutely golden. Okay, so we need to play one more game, and then we've played 5 games with Gazgul, 5 games with Gordrang, and 5 games with Grug. So let's go. Let's go. Why no Zagstruck? Because Zagstruck sucks. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Zagstruck.
Let's get some action, boys! Let's stop 'em good, lads!
Yeah, Zagstruck was actually pre-nerf, like, low-key okay. But the nerfs really hurt him. Zagstruck really suffers from, like, the proper killing nerf, for example, and stuff. I mean, people are struggling with this guy, so definitely gonna struggle with Zagstruck. Wow. Very, very interesting.
What's all guys going? There ain't no stop.
5 cost armor could be good with him. Okay. I mean, I think the 5-cost armor is going to be a lot better with Gazgul, to be honest. So Pyro does clear this. Could do Pyro and draw. We might want to save that.
Where's the fighting?
Could do Pyro and draw. Could just do Warbike and draw. I think I prefer that actually.
You can outrun me.
Because I don't want to have to attack face, which is what I would have had to do for Pyro. Okay, so people are now healing with this guy. The aggro plan wasn't working, I see.
Gonna rip the world in half.
Gonna need my heal soon. Don't know where the boys are. You know, we could actually... Oh, what? Oh! It just did it so confidently. What, like, is anyone watching this? Let me guess, Will of Gork. Oh, fuck me, boys. Well, you win. I think I need to find probably that, right? Oh wait, what am I doing? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, the thing that can happen with orcs is that kind of like mirrors of it. You know, you play the wrong card, you play the big body, he plays the hard removal, vice versa. It's like it's a weird. Okay, could we make one of our famous comebacks of the century, or has he just got his second Will of Gork here? I feel like he's had all of the luck in terms of card draw. I feel like we're due a couple of turns of it now, especially when he's down to 2 bloody cards. Okay, this is good. Oh, boys! And what a oh, boys! Oh, I love this deck so much. Oh man, I'm actually like somewhat exhausted from the stream because it's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. We've had so many games have just felt like tournament finals. Like, I don't know, pretty intense. I don't know how it's felt watching it, but sitting here playing it, this has definitely been one of my favourite streams in a while. So there we go. We went undefeated with the old Gruck control. And the Prophet kind of helped us there, right? Like, we needed... what I was looking for from the Prophet was either the Gretchen mob or the Ada's Nails. And it gave us an option of both of them, so that was good. And, yeah, so... Boss Nob is just an absolute boss. Like, even if you just put it down next to your Warlord and attack face, like, I think it's already just amazing value, right? It's 6 health for 5. It's got the good melee damage for triggering mob on other units as well. 6 with Makari. But it's just how easy it is to get like 2 to 3 of those off in a single turn, the health buffs, and at which point it's insane, especially if you're buffing 2 units, like if you're buffing the Lord and a troop, and you get 3 health buffs off, which I seem to be doing quite regularly. That's insane value. That is insane. I know it's situational, but when you get that, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this version. I've got to be honest. The things that are kind of like questionable, I do think 1 proper kill is still correct. I definitely don't think you want 2 anymore. Because the way this deck works, you draw through the deck, and by the time you need proper killy, it's still pretty consistent with just 1, and you're only ever really looking for the 1 on the finish, so I think that's quite a good one of, actually, in the deck. Pyromaniacs is a good card. It's definitely one that could be in the flex spot, though, depending on what you're coming up against, although I do like it for the kind of stealth that we're seeing with the Tyranids at the minute. And then you've kind of got the Ada's Nails. Do you run 2 of them? They do have great synergy with this deck, right? Because we have the double Green Horde, so we go very wide there. We have the double Gretchen mob. So Ada's Nails is very good. You just saw it saved us at the end there, where we played the Gretchen mob into Ada's Nails. Obviously, Iron Gob, you can't cut it. You could try doing 1 and then 1 of the shielded guys, but I just think this was locked. Double Iron Gob was locked in last season, to be honest. I really love the addition of this guy, and it also makes me feel a little bit better about cutting 1 Ada's Nails because we've got a bit of extra heal from this guy. So he's a really great addition. The 5 slot was always the weakest part, and now that they've weakened Snazwagon by making it unstable, this is a brilliant pick-me-up in the 5 slot, so I really am so happy about that card. You know what, the big Chopper Knob, it's like, he's been a little bit underwhelming, but I just think that's because the threat of him is so good that your opponent is going to... You've got to be disrupting their plan. They've got to deal with him in as good a way as they can, so I think that this card is good, but it's a little bit... It reminds me a little bit of playing... What's his name in Chaos, the 5-drop? Urkis. But this guy's better than Urkis, but it does remind me of that, where you never often see the benefit of Urkis. But he's often a 2-for-1. Or he wins you the game if they don't deal with him. Kind of similar with this guy. What I like, though, is that the ways in which they deal with him, it's really difficult because they can concuss themselves. So people have to play quite intricately around him, and it must be very disruptive to what they want to do. But it just never feels that great. I haven't done anything where I've gone, oh, that feels amazing. But I think it's what you're not seeing that is amazing about it. So I'm definitely happy to keep it. It might be that it's not right in the deck in the end, but I think for now, I prefer it over the Squig Buggy. We already have the Stormboy flankers at 6. We have the Snazwagons at 5. I'm not convinced on Squig Buggies in this deck, if I'm honest. Went into that quite a bit in my last deck. If you want to see the deck guide, by the way, guys, if you've not seen the deck guide that I did for this, I strongly recommend going and watching that, because, like I said, this for me was the best. It was called the best deck in Warforge, and get a shareable link. I'm gonna post it for you guys, and here so you can kind of see it. So this was the best deck. This was how it looked last season. So you'll see it's only a small handful of cards that's changed, but a lot of the in-depth tactics that I go into in that video apply to this deck. All right, so definitely, if you haven't seen that deck, go and watch that deck guide. Alski played 300 games with that last season. 300 games, and he recorded every game. I've got the spreadsheet. So we have a shared spreadsheet, and he basically posted a 74 or 75% win rate, which when you think about it, he came second, so playing at the top of ladder and still clocking in at 74% and over 300 games. That's amazing. That's really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think this couple of flex slots, sure, but overall deck's still very, very powerful. Looking forward to playing some more. But also, you know, we ran a tank deck with Gazgul today. I think Gazgul's got our legs, and Cube Caton, I'm gonna poach his Gazgul deck too, because I think Gazgul is also benefited from this new card release. So I definitely want to test some more Gazgul decks. And we finally got a Gordrang deck. Those of you who missed the Gordrang games, I didn't have much luck with Gordrang yesterday, but I really thought about it, and I've kind of already given my rationale, but I really think that this is much more improved. I'm not saying it's the best Gordrang deck out there. It's just more refined than the decks I played yesterday, and for me, I'm having more success. We went 4-1 with it today, so I was pretty happy with it. The games always feel fairly close, so you can't make too many mistakes with it. But overall, looking for that kind of early curve, I think this deck is pretty good actually. My Gore-wide deck. So yeah, there we go, boys. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and thanks so much for checking in. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's kind of like the big one for me. Yeah, I had a lot of fun today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you. I don't know when am I next streaming. Possibly I'll get to stream later on tonight, but I'm not too sure. Also want to try and make some more videos and content for you guys. So look out for that on the channel. And yeah, take it easy, guys. Have a good day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.